Hello and welcome to, well, match number 2 of day number 11. We have got ourselves a match between Empire and Fota. And we're going to see which one of these two teams is going to take home 3 points, because those are the ones that are up for grabs. Here are the standings so far, even though the match that we saw just now is not yet updated in this graph. So you have to do without those points, 3 points that Virtus Pro just picked up. But we are going to see that Empire is actually on par with Virtus Pro right now, so that means that if they win this match, they will once again be at the same level as a Virtus Pro. Fota, however, they have played 3 matches, have lost 2. We're going to see if they can make it even, if they can make it a 2-2 score and get themselves 6 points to put themselves on par with 4FC Mousesports and DD, because they already have 4 games and 2-2, as in 2 wins, 2 losses. So 3 points for each team that wins. And of course, everybody faced each other only once. 16 teams means 15 matches, means we're far from done just yet. And we're going to see which heroes these teams are going to use to try and get those points that are on the table. We have got ourselves a ban out for the Bat Rider, for the Wisp, for the Nyx Assassin, and it is a Gyrocopter that's being banned out. So that means that we're still going to have a Keeper of Light in the pool that people can be picking up right now. So let's see if Fota wants to do that. Like, of course, Magnus was still in the pool as well, but they actually pick up Magnus and Undying. Undying, a hero that we have seen on the banning side of things lately, but not that much being picked up. Of course, that means Empire can pick up the Cuddle if they want to. They already have picked up the Darkseer, very solid pickup, as it fits in basically every single lineup. But there is indeed the Keeper of Light, so that's going to be them together with the Bane. So having the 2 supports ready, it does mean that freedom of the action is going to be okay with banning out heroes that work well together with those 2. Banning out the Phantom Lancer, banning out the carries and the Gyrocopter, etc. So it's at least you can ban out fairly easy against Empire right now. But then again, there is so much to ban, as I already just mentioned too. But then you also still have a mid hero that's needed, and Fota, they have got second pick, so if they don't pick up a mid hero right now, they're gonna have an issue with not being able to pick a mid hero after Empire does, which means that Empire has got the first pick in that. And they pick up a support, so they're gonna be letting it go, and they're gonna be having the same kind of heroes as Empire does. So both teams have got themselves 2 supports, and they've got themselves 2 solo off lanes. Now we have of course seen Blow Your Brain, for example, up on Bane on the safe lane farming before, so you know, for Empire we know that there is a lot of leeway there in terms of which hero is going to be going where, but this is what we're going to assume so far. Okay, we've got a Luna being banned out. Of course, Fota, like I said, they have to be ready with banning out heroes that they know Empire would otherwise pick up, and that they are not comfortable with having them pick up, because of course, like I said, they have got second pick, meaning Empire got first pick in the pool of heroes that's going to be left up for grabs after the 6 bans are going through. Meaning that they also have to make sure that even if whatever they ban, they're going to have to make sure that Empire still has enough to ban out, so that freedom of the action can still pick up a hero that they want to without having the risk of Empire banning it out, because there's nothing left to ban out, if that makes sense. I think it does. We've got ourselves a Queen of Pain being banned out, as well as a Nature's Prophet, and it's going to be the Lone Druid that's going to be the ban out for Empire. And let's see what ban out they're going to be having it last for. As well, actually, both teams still have all of their bonus time ready. Sorry, I'm trying to sit differently in the meantime. So that is going to be Empire thinking about their draft, and they might actually be thinking about their bans. They might actually be the first team to go into their bonus time if they continue like this. Like, do they want to ban out the Phantom Lancer or have the chance to pick it up themselves? Even though there's already, of course, a Shadow Demon there, we of course also still have the Lifestealer there. I mean, a Lifestealer Empire is going to be okay with giving away, because they already got the Bane to shut him down, and if they want to pick it up themselves, well, then just fine, not banning him out either would be nice. Wouldn't be needed, I mean, if that, yeah, it makes sense. Good. So which hero is going to be? This is bonus time for them. Thinking about what hero they could ban out. It's still gonna be the Lifestealer. That is something that I really wasn't expecting. Maybe with already having the Magnus there, it would have been a bit too much. Like, Magnus shutting down the Bane, for example. But Bane, I mean, Bane is the counter against the Lifestealer, but then still banning him out. And that's probably why they took their time to think about it. I mean, they did use their bonus time to just think about that Lifestealer Bane, probably weighing up, is the Bane enough to counter him, or do we just not want to face him at all? It's going to be the latter, and they don't have the chance to pick up the Clinks for themselves, so Funnick is not going to be having that one. As we have actually seen Funnick playing the Rubik lately quite a bit, and because considering like Funnick has got of course a Darkseer, that is going to be one of his signature heroes as well. But yeah, Funnick is not being playing the Darkseer for the last couple of games that we saw Darkseer in for Empire. But it's going to be a Brewmaster that's going to be picked up for them. And he can be, of course, going to the mid lane. We have seen Goblak playing a support Brewmaster before, though. So any chance is still there for the lineup for Empire. It could go either way. We've seen, like I said, we've seen Blow Your Brain on the solo, safe laning Bane. We've seen Brewmaster on the support. We've seen Darkseer on the mid. There are so many options for the lineups right now. Like normally, I would say Brewmaster mid, Darkseer offline, and try a lane with the Keeper of Light and the Bane. But we don't know that yet until they're actually having their lanes right there. We've got ourselves also bonus time needed for Freedom of the Action, or for Fota, I'm going to call them from now on. It's going to be sounding a bit better. And they also still need their mid laner as well as their carry. So which one are they going to be picking up first? Because I'm kind of thinking they probably should pick up their carry first, otherwise they have the chance of Empire having it being picked up. Considering Empire doesn't have it yet, or at least I said that last time I remember. I think it was Empire versus Virtus Pro, it was that? And they ended up not with a hard carry at all. So who knows what they're going to be pulling here. The Fota taking their time. We still have the Phantom Lancer in the pool if they really wanted to. I mean, Anti-Mage, Faceless Void, you name it, it's all still there. Rubik, but then again you'd have to pick have Undying and Shadow Demon at a non-supported role, or Rubik solo mid. We've seen that before as well. And the reason I say Rubik is basically because and the Bane and the Brewmaster, their ults are just very easy to steal. One is a channel spell, there we go. And the other one is of course the split. It's easy to steal because the moment that Brewmaster comes out of the split, you're there ready with it. And it's gonna be a silencer. So that's gonna be Fota's go-to either solo mid or go-to carry. We have seen Empire being the one that run it solo mid until now. At least Empire was the only one I've seen it off before. Scandal taking that one on, and Scandal actually not winning his lane with that silencer. And actually I believe they lost the entire game, and I'm not sure about that anymore. But that means that Scandal probably knows a bit how to counter him, depending on what he's gonna play, of course. And of course Silencer is a great hero against the Brewmaster, because Brewmaster's initiation basically consists of blinking in, clapping, and then splitting. So if you see that he blinks in, I mean, he might have time to put up his clap, but he won't have time to split if he put his ultimate up. And if you then kill off Brewmaster before he gets his clap off, or before he gets his split off, that is quite insane. And that is gonna be a good start for Fota. But they have to get that done. They have to get that off. And we're gonna see what Empire is gonna do against that global silence. I mean, we know that Empire was a team that not only played him solo mid, but they just played him most of all in all kinds of different variations, because they just wanted to work out how that ultimate would work out for them best of all. And they pick up a Templar Assassin, so that's gonna be their mid laner. It's gonna leave maybe an aggressive trial, and as we saw before with the Darkseer, Keeper of Light, and then with the Brewmaster instead of a Rubik could be the way to go, with them Blow Your Brain picking up the Bane on the bottom lane solo. We have seen that before. Fota have only got 8 seconds left into their bonus time.
10 seconds.
And they're running out of time. Either they pick up a carry or they pick up their solo mid, depending on what role they have in store for Silencer. We've seen Silencer fulfill multiple roles, so we can't really call anything out for Fota right now. It's gonna be a Venomancer, so you know who needs hard carries, right? Unless you want to, oh, a Silencer can be that. It's gonna maybe be actually Venomancer solo mid against a Templar Assassin. I mean, there was a time when that was very popular. When that was the go-to hero up against a Templar Assassin, purely because of that poison sting, ticking off the refraction. And of course now, with the refraction being nerfed, or at least its mana cost increased, meaning that Templar Assassin only has like 2-3 refractions before she has to have her bottle, meaning that her refraction is going to be even worth less if she picks it up right now, if she's going to be up against a Venomancer. But we're going to see if that is indeed going to be the case. if that is indeed going to be the one that's going to be going mid. So let's jump ourselves into the match. Let's see who is playing what. We have got ourselves Stels playing the Magnus for Fota, as will be Die on the Shadow Demon. Zara will be on the Silencer. Prepare for Battle is going to be playing the Venomancer, and it will be Sharkan who is going to be playing the Undying, and that is indeed the way that you pronounce it, as I have been informed. Sharkan is Undying. So let's jump ourselves over to Empire, where we see Blow Your Brain on the Brewmaster. It will be Godlike on the Bane this time. Scandal will be playing the Templar Assassin with his Aladdin layout, yeah, like that. And it will be Phonic on a Keeper of Light, and it will be Silent on the Darkseer. So once again, Phonic, not on the Darkseer. It's gonna be Keeper of Light. Gotta be placing some words there, as he is going to be the supporty hero right there. Silencer, or sorry, Silence will be, I'm going to be messing up that one. Silencer will be going, I did it again. Silent will be going on the top lane. There we have it. Or at least that's what would you expect, what you would expect. Though having said that, I do realize that he's built up for a fast bottle, and it's actually Scandal that is on his way towards the bottom lane. Up against a Venomancer solo offlane. Oh my god! Venomancer solo offlane. I like it. As many of you people might know, Venomancer is one of my favorites, so I'm kind of curious to see how that is going to be working out. With Cell's going to be taking on the mid lane on the Magnus, and it's going to be aggressive, or sorry, safe try lane at least, for Zara to take up the farm, so it will be Silencer farming. Now the thing about a Silencer farming is that he's nice, and when he gets his glaives up, he is definitely going to be pulling out a lot of damage. Though the thing about it is, once you get a BKB, Silencer is not going to be able to do that much anymore. I mean, his right clicks is not going to be doing anything anymore if you have your BKB turned on. So it's going to be tricky for Fota to be dealing with if they are letting the game run on too long. Having said that, why would Empire want to let the game run on too long? Because if you look at this hard carry wise, it is still going to be in a Silencer going up against a Templar Assassin, and I mean Templar Assassin is nice, yeah, mid game is nice as well, but her late game carry potential is not really all that great. I mean, it's okay, don't get me wrong, it can definitely be a possibility depending on what kind of mid game she has, but it's not gonna be flawless. And at the moment that Scandal thinks, you know what, I went bottom just to not be up against a Venomancer, screw this, let's swap. So we see the rotation coming up. Silent's gonna be bottom, and it's gonna be Scandal gonna be up against the Magnus. I do like that rotation. As there's of course an aggressive tri lane for Empire. It is gonna be Blow Your Brain that's gonna be trying to take the last hits. Of course, they are up against a tricky aggressive tri lane though. I mean, if you're gonna go in, there's gonna be a disruption to try and stop something from happening. And the counter ganking, or the counter initiation actually from Fota is pretty damn nice with the last word, with the decay. There can be a lot of damage going through up on the Empire side as well, so they have to be careful. I mean, yeah, it's nice. A Nightmare together with the Brewmaster is definitely nice. I mean, it has a bit of the same touch to it as the Nightmare and the Gyrocopter, as you can, of course, just, you know, Nightmare someone, that person can Blow Your Brain in this case, can walk up to the target and just clap, and the damage will go through. So it's not bad, but you know, there's still gonna be either last word or decays, tombstones. And of course the anti-gank, the disruption, is going to be still going through there as well. Kind of curious to see if we're going to see a rotation coming off from Fota now that the lanes are like this. But it looks like they're just going to be having the best of it. We're trying to, as the Prepare for Battle is going to be okay with having the lane pushed out. I mean, he's picked up his wards. Wait a second, top lane. Might be some trouble. It is Empire that's on the way out again. And it looked like there was an initiation from Empire. Then stopped in its tracks by a decay. Tombstone is going to come up actually. Empire might be just using it to farm. Blow Your Brain, gonna get a lot of damage going through with that last word. That's gonna take in a moment. It's only 112 damage. Okay, I'm disappointed, but it's okay. He's not dying. Tombstone is dead once more, and that is gonna be Fota showing that they're not afraid for action. They're freedom of the action. That's their name. What's in a name? So yeah, I was gonna say that Prepare for Battle, he spec'd his ward, so you know the lane is gonna get pushed out by that Iron Shell for sure, but the wards are actually great against creeps because they got piercing damage, which does a bit of extra, of course, against those creeps. So he is going to be okay with that, as Silent is going to be harassing Prepare for Battle a bit. Prepare for Battle turns around instantly, gets himself a Gale up on the Darkseer though, maybe trying to force out a Surge, but looks like Silent is just not going to be carrying all that much and just going to be taking the last hits and taking the damage that he gets. In the meantime, it's Scandal And 10 for 11 in the mid lane with Stels being on 12 for 4. So very even, I would say, on last hits. The bottle is already up on Stels. It's going to be Bottle Crowed again. It is going to be Scandal that has his bottle coming towards him as well in the courier, I would think. There we go. And I would think that nobody of these two is going to die just yet. I mean, Scandal has got the most killing potential with the burst damage. Stels have to get it from the shockwaves and the skewer, and he has, of course, the escape mechanism. So both of these should not really die. As we're going to see which one of those is going to be coming out ahead. Of course, both of those also have been heroes that, or are heroes that, when level 6 might be trying to go for kills. One with the reverse polarity, one with the traps to make sure that he can chase. There's actually a level ahead right now for Stels purely because of the fact that Scandal has swapped lanes with Silent at the start of the game. It's also going to put Venomancer. Actually, Venomancer slightly behind just by the harassment from the Darkseer coming off. It's Venomancer that's still level 4. As we have a Tombstone coming up again, Blurry Brain getting locked in position. That disruption, it was perfect, and it is a first blood going through with Die picking up the first blood money. And that's a thing that you can do with a disruption. If you get it at the right place, and which was apparently the right place, you're locking someone in completely. And he can't be getting away from that one. And again, it was Empire that were the one that rotated this way. I mean, I saw it on the minimap. But then I was thinking nothing gonna happen because Fota is gonna be okay. But then Fota turned it around with a Tombstone and Blow Your Brain. And actually, you know, getting a kill up on an aggressive tri lane show is a big thing. Because it is an aggressive tri lane and they need to get the most of it by getting kills. And if they're getting killed off instead, that's not even, you know, that's not even just bad. That's just even worse. Because even playing your lane, even right now, without getting kills is already bad. So imagine getting a kill on your opponent's team. And imagine that kill being on the one that is actually trying to farm on the top lane. That is even better for Fota. So they are doing okay. Even though they're not getting that much last hits, we have got Zera on 13, now 14 for 3. With Blow Your Brain on 20 for 4. It is still not bad. As Blow Your Brain is going to seemingly trying to go for some last hits there. Actually gets a lot with that clap. Disruption is going to go off. Now are they going to get lucky again? Tombstone actually make sure that there's not going to be anybody locked in. Funnick getting away from that place. Nightmare making sure Zara cannot chase. In the meantime, Templar Assassin coming in. Sorry, it's a Magnus. It's a reverse polarity. Hello, Funnick. Bye, Funnick. And that is going to be Blow Your Brain. Going to be trying to chase down Stels. There's no mana left on Stels. No more bottle charges either. And it will be Blow Your Brain that backs off because he knew that he was going to have an army behind him. And a Scandal, the one that actually... I thought for a second that it was Scandal coming in, but no, it was the Magnus. Scandal didn't get anything done with that, only left his lane for a bit, didn't even get the experience from that as a Nightmare starts off up on the Silencer on the top lane. Illuminate flying through as well as a Brain Sap. Is it going to be a kill though? A couple of more damage needed, and I think Goblak, do you really want to overextend? There's going to be Sarah, going to be safe. He doesn't have any regen anymore though, so has to be back all the way as Blow Your Brain also is not going to be able to do anything, and the Illuminate's of course going to be coming too late because by the time that it hits, it's going to be Zara getting away. In the meantime, it was the Templar Assassin that rotated bottom. It is prepared for battle, that prepared to die. As I made that pun before, but I'm going to continue making it because it's just funny, and or at least I hereby declare it's funny. And of course, I mean, a solo laning Venomancer. He is level 6. I haven't really talked about a solo laning Venomancer before. Like normally you put something on the safe lane solo, or on the long lane solo I should say, that has a big ulti, like a Roar, or like a reverse polarity, or like a Ravage, or like a Track. You know, those kind of things. But Venomancer, he doesn't have any of those things. He can of course pop his Poison Nova, but you know, it's not that great. I'm kind of curious to see what kind of role he's going to fulfill here. He picked up a Ring of Aquila, so a bit of a semi-carry we're going to expect from him, especially since, of course, there's already the Shadow Demon and the Undying doing the whole supporty role. Nightmare. And there comes Blow Your Brain. He doesn't care about the tower. He's going to get a disruption there, though, upon himself. Illuminate still going to fly through. Trouble. One more hit, and that's going to be a kill. Goblak picking him up. Gale hits on one. Hits on Goblak. He doesn't have any mana left. Now he has stick charges helping out. It's going to be reducing the damage up on Zara. Brain Step is still there. Prepare for battle. Shockwave going through, but it will be Goblak that will go down. Venomancer almost dying as well. But reverse polarity. Make sure that Funnick cannot send through another Illuminate. And he goes down. Stels picking up the kill. Now Blow Your Brain still is there. Has still got the clap. Might be in trouble still though. Nah, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be just fine. 2 kills for 1 with Venomancer still getting picked up on the side. He still went down to the Brewmaster. So Blow Your Brain getting still that one done. And it's 3 again left on the top lane with Cells now backing off. Another reverse polarity used for a kill. It's always good. It's always good. With Brewmaster's ulti not being used just yet. And Illuminate's continuing to harass. It's gonna be a Sharkon that's gonna be taking the harass. So an Undying might be one of the heroes that, you know, doesn't really care that much. He's got himself a heal. He's got himself some tangles. He's gonna be okay. In the meantime, Scandal with the double damage from back on the mid lane picked himself up that 1 kill. But then went back to mid lane and, you know, has been mid since again. Probably wanting to go for Blink Dagger, as in the meantime is Fota that's just backing off in the jungle. Empire just want to continue the aggression. I have to say, Fota is dealing really well with this aggressive trial that comes from Empire, and because the amount of harass that Empire can get off there is quite insane. Clap, die. Is he gonna die? He might be. Tombstone going up. There's gonna be a soul catcher, but it doesn't matter. Goblet coming in with the brain stab. Nightmare up on Zara, so that blow your brain can still take him down. Illuminate's gonna fly through as well, and I don't think this is the right choice. You team it into the 4 heroes of your opposing team. Disruption will still be there if you want to, but I don't think it's gonna be helping out. Bane, ultra kill on the board. At least that was his 4th one right here with prepare for battle. Now also gonna go down. Finally, he could have escaped, but he came back to die. Like literally came back to the hero that cold die, and he came back to go down as well. So that is another 2 kills that shouldn't have happened for Fota, but Empire all too glad to pick those up. 1500 gold now up on Goblet. He is now 6 for 1 after that one. He just picked up 4 kills in the top lane. 4 kills, just like that. Like it's nothing. Nothing whatsoever. So it is gonna be it's gonna be now the top lane. I can actually say it. Empire aggressive trialing working out for them. And I have to say also the Venomancer after leaving his bottom lane not really doing all too well. Magnus is still picking up Scandal. I'm not sure what Scandal was thinking about doing here. Probably trying to chase down someone but wasn't able to do that. Reverse polarity once again used for a kill. I mean it's good that they get that going, but they don't really get it going for team fights this way. I mean he's got 3 kills, 3 reverse polarities. But that's it so far. In the meantime, in the bottom lane, of course, it's going to be Zara now continuing to farm. He needs to get that farm up. He needs to get that intellect up. And he needs to continue just doing that. He does have his global silence, so that might make a difference in the next couple of fights. But still, yeah, we're gonna see how it's gonna work out with the silencer. In the meantime, it's gonna be Scandal back into the mid lane. We're gonna also have Empire again, trying to come from the side for Fota. Let's see if they can actually do that. I don't think so, though. Not this time. Venomancer were scouting them out as well. As Funnick picked himself up some Tranquil Boots. It's gonna continue, of course, the harass. Actually picks up the Spirit Form. We're gonna call Scandal towards him, or maybe it was actually Silent. We're gonna see it. Here comes Silent. Illuminate gonna fly through. They're gonna go for the CP incoming also from the Undying. Illuminate missing. Prepare for battle, trying to do something. Trying to bait out a bit for Empire, trying to like chase them around perhaps, getting some extra vision up with the wards, helping out. I mean I might give them some extra gold, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So far, Silent being called towards Empire on the top lane has not worked out. Yeah, you get some farm for all the creeps, but it doesn't matter. Smoke going up actually for Empire. Surge up as well. Goblet looking for a nightmare on someone, but Fota, they choose the vice path and they're gonna be backing off, or are they? They smoked up. Gonna go towards the mid lane, walking past their own ward, and they're gonna just be letting the tower die. But they're also gonna be going towards Scandal, seeing if they can do something there.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Disruption to start things off with if they get it. Yes, they do. Soul Catcher up on there as well. Tombstone going off, Skewer towards the rest. And that's gonna be the refraction off, and Scandal going down very fast. Sentry Ward, of course, helping out. He couldn't hide in Meld. And that is at least Fota making sure they get something done. Leaving the tower alone, getting Scandal in return. At least it is something. They're gonna have to deal with Empire as well, though, because they're gonna come in, surge up, and he is, of course, having his split if he wants to. Where's that global silence? There it is. Blow your brain. Gonna get a reverse polarity, still silent, and that is what I was saying about the global silence for the Brewmaster. Double kill for Zara. Can they get more Fiend Scrape up on Cells? Illuminate flying through. Cells is gonna go down, but at the same time, Darkseer, oh, he already was down. My bad. At least it's 2 for 1. I mean, that was a good silence. A good one. If you are gonna be silencing something, you're gonna silence the Brewmaster, who is obviously looking for that clap, and then puts in a reverse polarity. No split for him. No life for him. Though there's gonna be no tower for Fota soon if they're not gonna be doing anything against that. And with the reverse polarity on cooldown, they might actually not be able to do anything against it anyways. But they at least pick up some kills. And that's the second tower going down in the game, with of course the second tower also on the side of Fota, as we see the 4 staff up on Goldblack looking for that nightmare, looking for that initiation. Can't find it. Not right now anyways. Goldblack gonna go towards the bottom lane. It's the last tier 1 tower still standing, oh, even though barely. But it's gonna be the one that they're gonna be trying to take down. And they should be able to do that just fine. Looks like my cold is picking up again. Bad. Bad. Mechanism up on silent. Has that's probably the standard item. We're gonna also see him going for a pipe most likely. Just because that Venomman's ulti is there. Poison Nova should not be underestimated. It might not be able to kill you, but it's still gonna be doing a lot of damage if you're gonna have long team fights. And with the Brewmaster there, I mean, he is not a hero that has a lot of burst damage. He has sustainable damage when he's in his ulti, and he can of course have that with a burst damage with helping out from his team, but still, Blurry Brain looking for the initiation, looking for the clap, can't find it. Global Silence is on cooldown, he knows it. 26 seconds before it's up again. The Blink Dagger now picked up by Scandal. As what's he gonna do? Disruption, Soul Catcher, he doesn't have Force Staff, can Force Staff himself to the high ground, will be able to do that. Shockwave going through still though, and here comes from the side, Blow Your Brain, looking for that clap, finds it, and they find the Undying as well. Poison Nova going through, as Stells gets stunned up, goes down as well. Tombstone is going to be taken down as well, as there's a buyback from the Magnus, buyback from Sharkon as well, and they're back right here as they pick up Silent. Zara on the way out will be able to stay alive through this one. Scandal is going to have to run away from this one. Face Boots might be able to help out, maybe even the Blink Dagger if he's not going to be attacked for a while. But he is going to be able to blink himself away. Gale so actually interrupts that, but that's going to be him. Reverse Polarity, wait a second, Blow Your Brain back to his normal self. Reverse Polarity only hit on one though, and now Fiend's Grip up on the Magnus, and he goes down so fast. And it's going to be a turnaround, he already just bought back. Same thing for Sharkon, if he dies again, that's big. And big damage going through as well from Scandal's melt damage. In the meantime, Venommancer gets picked off, and it's actually Scandal that dies, and Sharkon staying alive. With the rest of Empire backing off. The Goldblack and Blow Your Brain gonna be able to stay alive, and there's gonna be no kill for the second time upon Sharkon, even though it was so close. They do kill off the Magnus twice though. He did at least use his reverse polarity to shut down Blow Your Brain, but having said that, Blow Your Brain didn't actually die. And look at that net worth. Like, I know I said there's no really hard carry upon these teams, but if you look at that net worth, Empire, they don't care about hard carries. They want to make everybody a carry. They have 4 heroes on almost the same amount of net worth. We see the gold graph, of course, being in favor of Empire, especially with those towers, but also with the farm. It is about 10k in their favor, with the experience graph gonna go towards the 7,500 gold or experience, sorry, for them. Gold, of course, was already more. We have got a smoke up for Fota, looking for a kill on the bottom lane. Maybe they're gonna be able to find Scandal, but Scandal's gonna blink. So he's not going to be letting himself get caught out that easily unless he has a blink on cooldown, which could be the case. Disruption, Soul Catcher. Here comes the Skewer. Scandal is going to be going down. And there's actually a sentry ward just in case, but it wasn't even needed. It is Venommancer. Prepare for battle that picks up the kill. Nice kill. Nice pickup, I would say. And no ward even there standing for the dire side apart from the sentry right now. They could actually kill off the observer ward if they wanted to. The Gem of True Sight countering the counter ward. As Fota is going to try to go for that first tower of the game. Going for the tower that's still on full HP. Which, by the way, there's 2 tier 1 towers with still full HP. They haven't been getting that close to towers before yet.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh well. Stream shouldn't be lagging, by the way. I see that on the side screen. But it's no frames dropped. Yay. So we're gonna have a tier 1 tower. Let's see if Empire is gonna try to do something with it. The TP is actually gonna come in from Scandal. They're missing Blow Your Brain though. Melt damage, Sharkon. It's gonna be going down. Here comes a Fiend's Grip up on Zara as well. Can't do anything for now. It's gonna be picked up. It's gonna be the second kill there. It's gonna be the kill upon Sharkon still after the disruption got him back out again. Die is gonna go down as well with Templar Assassin picking it up. And now prepare for battle. Is gonna be getting away from that. Well, his teammate is actually gonna waste his reverse polarity up on Scandal. 4 heroes dead on the side of Fota, and Blow Your Brain, or Empire in general, is just pulling ahead. Pulling ahead big time. As there's not even that tower going down. Tower down on half HP, but losing 4 sorry, to do so is not really worth it. With the team fight that Fota has, which is definitely there. I mean, I've got a reverse polarity and the Poison Nova, and even the Global Silence can be considered a team fight ability, I would say. And the K, of course, goes through. They just can't get it together because Empire, their pickup potential is just better right now. Tower goes down. TP is actually incoming from Sharkon. I'm not sure why, because he dies the moment he gets in there. Here comes the rest of Fota. Gonna try to help out. Gonna try to do something. Split from lower brain. Gonna turn it around. Skewer. There's no reverse polarity this time. No cells. Doing what he can while still staying alive. He's gonna see his teammate go down though. Vacuum back in. Cells himself might actually die here as well. Getting stunned up. Will go down. That's another 4 kills on the board. As we see the 5th, it is gonna be Zara, who's gonna be in a lot of trouble because here comes the melt damage, and that's gonna be a force up to the low ground to still pick him up. Double kill for Scandal with Sharkon back up alive again, but this time he's not gonna be playing it playing like fool and TPing it towards an enemy, a bundle of heroes, a bundle of enemy heroes. That's what I wanted to say. But that's gonna be the barracks going down. There's nothing the Fota can do against this. Their team fight is just not there right now. The reverse polarity is still on cooldown, as well as, of course, still a couple of heroes being dead. And that's gonna be one whole set of barracks down. Fota, if they're gonna try to go for something now, they might actually, you know, lose too much. So they should not try to go for this, and they aren't. They're just gonna lick their wounds and hope and pray that they're gonna be getting enough time to get their farm back up after this. Because they need farm. They need a lot of farm. Item wise, Magnus only has got himself some mana boots. He of course was a solo mid, has died 6 times right now. Smoke up actually for Fota. Who care about licking wounds? They want to go for something. But yeah, item wise they don't really have that much. Venomancer has actually got one of them, has got the most together with, of course, Zara. Zara's got himself a 4 staff. But that's the only item. And I mean, if you compare that, you see that, I mean, look at the net worths. Zara is the highest first teams and is lower than the lowest support of Empire. Everybody of Empire has got more gold than Fota. And we're gonna see Silent, gonna be taking a gale, gonna be taking a lot of damage, gonna be going down. One more hit away from dying. There we go. At least they pick up that one. But it's still not putting them ahead on the gold graph. Not by far. They need so much more for that. And of course a lot of that also comes from towers, because there's really no towers down yet on the side of Empire themselves, and they are only 2 towers. They only need 2 towers before they're gonna have every tower being picked off on the that's on the map for Fota, bar of course tier 3 and tier 4s. And Fota being forced to defend their mid tower. As we see Goblak having a skirmish with Roshan. Gonna be taken down here. Fota cannot contest this unless they get a brilliant reverse polarity and Poison Nova. But for that to happen, they first have to know this is going on. And next to that, Goblak is already standing right here, that just in case Fota is going to try something like that, there's going to be a Fiend script, so just to make sure that that's not going to happen. So that will be Roshan going down, and probably Blow Your Brain or Scandal picking up the Aegis. Scandal it is. Scandal it is. With the gold graph going to the 20k gold. Same thing goes for the experience graph. Back him to clean out some trees for Silent, just because he can. Actually picked up his pipe already, so that is what we already saw him doing. He picked up a vitality booster as well. As we have got the Yule Scepter up on Goblak. Blow Your Brain in the meantime has got himself a Vlad's Nightmare up on the Sharkon. Illuminate flying through as well. Blink in for Scandal. Sharkon already going down. Cannot even put up his tombstone before doing so. At least the Venomancer still got his ulti up before dying, but dying he shall do. Scandal picks up the kill. Fota is going to be safe for later with a tornado, but as well, he as well will be going down. Disruption will again delay execution, as we already see Magnus being picked off. Die is gonna die. Yes, he is. Hello, creeps. And that's gonna be the last one alive. It's gonna be Zara. He's not even in his base. He's gonna fight Funnick, and he's gonna be going down as well. Brains have to do the job. Godlike beyond godlike, because he has only died that one time at the start, and since then he has been 12 for 1 for 7. And he has been doing amazingly well for himself, considering he's a Bane, a solo target only. mostly. So that means that all the kills that he has been involved in is actually kills that he's actually actively been involved in. I mean, of course you have a Venomancer that's sometimes been involved in a lot of kills as well, but he's got his Poison Nova, so by default he'll get a lot of assists already. But that's not the same thing for a Bane, so nice job for him there. And they're just gonna go for their second lane of racks, and I'm not sure if Fota is prepared for this. They are definitely not gonna be able to force them out by brute force, so they're gonna have to try something else. Here comes reverse polarity, hits up on 2, the K going through, but the pipe goes off, and it's gonna be Scandal that just picks up sales already. There goes Sharkon. Someone doing the job up on that. If you look at the HP of the Heroes of Empire, the only one that's slightly low is Scandal, and he has got himself the Aegis, so he's not even in fear of dying right now. And there's a double kill for him as well, so he just picked up that, gets Surge away, and they just want to go for Zara actually, as well as Zara got the Keeper of Light at least, with triple kill still for Scandal, with only Dia left alive. Buyback from Phonic just because he can, and he will be coming back here shortly because he could TP towards the tier 1. He's actually just gonna run. The GG gets called. Empire gets themselves 3 extra points, so they put themselves on top of the charts together. Basically exactly even with Virtus Pro, and we're gonna see if Virtus Pro is gonna be able to pull ahead, because after this game we will see Virtus Pro taking on Na'Vi, one of the blockbusters that you have been waiting for. Virtus Pro taking on Na'Vi, and after that it's going to be Na'Vi taking on No Titan. So I'm saying it correctly. Of course, the official starting time is actually at 6:30, so we might actually have to wait for a bit until it's actually up. But it will be there, and we will see that game. My name is Sheever. If you want to support me, you can do so by subscribing to my YouTube on SheeverGaming, so youtube.com/SheeverGaming. You can also do so by following me on Twitter, on twitter.com/SheeverGaming, or liking me on Facebook, on facebook.com/SheeverGaming, or liking me, or following me. Nice one, funny. Yeah, I guess a triple kill with this illuminates. Or I was gonna say, or following me on Twitter, or Twitch, or subscribing to me on Twitch. So one of the two. Also on twitch.tv/SheeverGaming. Anyways, we're gonna be seeing 2 more games of Dota that should be really amazing matches, so stick around for those 2. Don't go anywhere, because I'm not, you don't want to miss this. There's just no way you want to miss that, and if you have to, then there will be replays. There will be VODs up for you to watch later on. So stick around for a good game of Dota 2 coming up, and don't go anywhere.